Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Get Scared here, bringing you guys some more Black Ops 3 gameplay. Here today, we are playing some Safeguard, and I'm running around with my fist, picking up other people's weapons because I'm cheap, I guess. And yeah, so today's video is probably going to be my last video on Black Ops 3 before the actual game fully releases. Unless there's like some big piece of news that comes out that like I feel like is worth talking about or something. But for the most part, this is probably going to be my last video, and it's going to be on the things that I want changed and the things that I do not like about the Black Ops 3 beta, and I definitely want changed for the final game. Now, I still might touch on some of the positives, but I think for the most part, I'm going to wait until the actual game releases before I make a video on the things I do like about the game. Like, maybe I'll make, like, once the game actually fully releases, I'll probably make, like, a full pros and cons video. But for now, just the things, sort of like the negatives that I want changed. And before I get into that, I just want to quickly say that I am going to put David Vonderhaar's Twitter link in the title of this video. So like when someone likes the video, if their YouTube is connected to their Twitter, then it will be sent to David Vonderhaar. And if you guys want to actually send it to him yourselves, that's cool too. Chances are he won't really care, or none of the developers will care, because I mean, like, I am a really small channel and chances are they won't even see it anyway, but I feel like it's worth a shot anyway. Better to try and fail than not try at all, I guess, so we'll just give it a shot. And anyway, so the first thing that I want to talk about, the first big thing that I definitely want changed is the score streaks. Now, obviously, some score streaks are good, like the Hellstorm missile. As you can see in this gameplay, I'm getting like triples and quads, and I think that's the way it should be. If anything, though, the Hellstorm missile might be a little bit overpowered, because I don't like to say this because I do like strong streaks, but the Hellstorm is really, really good, and it seems unavoidable. Like, if I was going to suggest anything, like any tweaks for it, I'd say that maybe it should be like, it should show up on your minimap, like when there's an enemy one coming in, because right now it's like really impossible to avoid, and I think that's one of the reasons why it's so strong. Like, I feel like they should leave it the way it is, like in terms of strength, but I just feel like it should be able to be seen on your radar, because there's just so many times where it just comes out of nowhere and you just die. Like, it's kind of annoying that way. I think if you run engineer, though, it does show up, so there's that. As for other streaks, I'd say every other streak in this game is actually too weak. The Wraith is actually pretty good as well, but every other streak besides the Wraith and the Hellstorm missile are just way too weak. It's just way too underpowered, and I mean, I'll start with the smaller ones, I guess, and just work my way up. So you have like the really weak things, like the RCXD or the HCXD in this game, I guess, and like you have the Guardian, which seems like to not do anything in this game. I don't really know why. Like in Black Ops 2, the Guardian was pretty good, but in this game it just doesn't do jack shit. And then there's like the Dart. The Dart's actually not that bad. I think it just takes more skill to use and probably just some getting used to. I mean, personally, I haven't really gotten many kills with it yet, but that's probably just because I suck with it. And same with, I guess, the HCXD, but I mean, the HCXD is kind of just like meant to be a noob streak to use. Like, it's not really meant to be that good, so I guess those streaks can all stay the same, although, like I said, the Guardian seems a little weak. I'm probably going to end up forgetting some of the score streaks, by the way, as I go through this. By the way, guys, have you noticed that there seems to be like less and less streaks in every COD game? Like, Advanced Warfare had less streaks than Black Ops 2 did, and Black Ops 3 seems to have less streaks than Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 2 did. Like, I don't know if anyone else notices this, but I don't know, it's kind of annoying though, like, them like kind of having less content, so hopefully they have more streaks in the game in the final game, but I don't know about that. Also, I would really like to see a nuke, but I don't know if we're going to see that either. But anyways, back to the score streaks. I'm getting off topic now. So, the other streaks that definitely need to buff, these two are just completely and utterly useless right now. The Lightning Strike and the Rolling Thunder. Both of these streaks are kind of very similar to the Hellstorm missile, and like they're like an area effect damage thing that you just call in, and it's like it just bombards a certain area of the map. And both of these streaks cost more than the Hellstorm missile, but they seem to like be maybe like a tenth of. They seem to get like a tenth of the kills that a Hellstorm missile would normally get. Like, I have Lightning Strikes and Rolling Thunders that I've gotten that like literally don't get me any kills, so that's just really bad, honestly. And like, it's not like I suck with these streaks. Like, I place them in like high traffic areas where I see like a ton of red dots, or I'll even place them on like the B flag or something, and they literally won't get kills. So that is a problem right there. Those two streaks definitely need huge buffs. Some of the other streaks in the game too, definitely. Oh, and right now you can see that I'm using the black hat. Now, they already said that they're going to nerf this, so I won't really talk too much about it, but just whatever they do to it, I feel like they should probably do more to it, just because it's just so ridiculously overpowered. Oh my god. To be able to like steal streaks so easily, it's crazy. Like, they should just make the time to steal it like ridiculously more, just even make it so you can't even steal streaks. Like, it's just too overpowered. But anyways, enough of that. So some of the other streaks in the game, I'll just start touching on the higher streaks, I guess. You have the Raps, which is sort of like the dogs. They seem to not really do anything. Like, they seem pretty useless, honestly. There's the GI unit, which is like the sort of robot you control in, and he like protects you and stuff. He doesn't really do much either. The Mothership, I haven't actually personally used the Mothership ever, but I've heard from other people who have used it, and I've actually seen gameplay of it and stuff. And from what I can tell, it is pretty weak, and it definitely needs a huge buff. And I know, like, I don't actually have like a list of score streaks up. I know this is like really unprofessional, but I can't really remember too many of the other streaks in this game. Like I said before, there's not really that many streaks in this game. Like, they have less streaks than they did in Black Ops 2, that's for sure. But I guess the specialists are kind of count like streaks, but I don't know. But I know there's ones I'm forgetting, like I said, and whatever those are, they probably need a buff. I'll just put that out there. The care package, I know I'm running it in this gameplay. It seems fine. By the way, guys, this is definitely the best score streak setup to run, and it probably still will be once the final game comes out. UAV, care package, and Hellstorm missile, it just rains death. And the care package will, I mean, it usually gives you something pretty decent, so I mean, hopefully those streaks get buffed anyway that it gives you. But anyways, guys, enough of me rambling. Holy crap, I have just been all over the place with this commentary, and I've pretty much only talked about streaks, and the gameplay is almost over. But anyways, the other things that I want changed, honestly, I like this game a lot. Like, I thought Black Ops 3 was really fun, and there's not really too many major issues I found with it. Like, there's obviously the connections that were pretty bad, but that's just kind of like goes without saying that they're going to fix it. I mean, hopefully anyway. And then there are some certain specialists that I think definitely need to be nerfed, and a few that need to be buffed. I think they already did put out a patch for that, though. Rejack, I know I already talked about Rejack in the past video. I think that needs to be buffed a little bit, and I have a pretty good solution, actually. So basically, before Rejack, before they nerfed it, it allowed you to keep your streaks when you respawned, but now it doesn't let you keep like any score streak, any of your score streaks. So it's basically just like attack insert, and it's pretty useless. It's pretty pointless right now. So I don't know what they were really thinking with that, but in my opinion, they should buff it again. But don't buff it like the way it was before. Instead, make it so you only keep half of your score streak, and then I think it would be really balanced. Because right now, it's just totally useless, and there's like no reason for it to be in the game unless you're playing like Search and Destroy, I guess. Then it might be useful, but I don't know, guys. And then some of the weapons, like the Tempest and the Annihilator, I just feel are like really strong and maybe need to be like made a little bit harder to get, like a little bit more score or a little bit more time, I guess, in order to get them. But other than that, man, this game is pretty good. Like, I feel like the balance is there. Honestly, there's really like, there was the Razorback and the M8, which were like overpowered, but then like pretty much all the other weapons were pretty balanced. So it's pretty good, man. The balance is there. So that's really all that I would really change. I mean, there's a few other things that I might add to it, but I don't think they're really going to add to it, unfortunately. Like, there's like I would love it if they'd have more weapons, because I feel like Call of Duty, like as the years progress, the same goes for the score streaks. Like, there's just like less and less guns in every COD. Like, I feel like Advanced Warfare, like they had less guns than COD Ghost, which had less guns than Black Ops 2, which had less guns than MW3. And I don't know, like I just feel like they're declining with that. But I guess Advanced Warfare had the gun variants. But then you have this game, which doesn't have gun variants, and it has less weapons. So it's just kind of annoying. Like, I really wish that they'd have more guns, because it's more variety, right? It just extends playtime. There's more guns to use. Maybe they'll have lots of weapon DLCs, though. Who knows? But anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know in the comments what you would change about Black Ops 3, and if you agree or disagree with my my ideas, and let me know why. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you guys have a good day. Smash that like button if you enjoyed, and peace.